Caitlin Clark is just simply better than everybody else in the WNBA. I mean, the pick and rolls, you can't guard her. You could pull someone from the stands, and if they're rolling off a Caitlin Clark ball screen, they can score. Because again, what are you going to do here? So the defender here is going to step up. A second defender is going to go towards the ball. So Aaliyah Boston, this could be someone from the stands. The second defender has to step up on the ball. Caitlin Clark drags that defender. Aaliyah Boston takes one step into wide open empty space. Two have to go to the ball. Aaliyah Boston wide open, assist. There's just no answer in how to guard this. So now the defender's not going to step up on Caitlin Clark. She's going to drop and stay with Aaliyah Boston on the roll. Well, the problem with that is now Caitlin Clark's coming off this ball screen, so now it's not Aaliyah Boston who's open, it's Caitlin Clark. Step back, splash. Caitlin Clark's off-ball movement to set herself up for open looks is unbelievable. Look at her. So she's going to fake like she's coming off this cross screen and go back door. That gets the defender leaning towards the paint right here. She forces this defender to have to go up the gut of this down screen. Look at this right here. So I'm faking like I'm going back door, get the defender leaning towards the paint, only to come off a down screen. So what does that look like? I come off the down screen. Now this defender has to go up the gut. She can't chase over the top. I get her leaning towards the paint, come off the down screen, force her to go up the gut, splash again. Caitlin Clark's just better than everybody else. It is not normal that the Indiana Fever get this many wide open looks off of the other team's makes. The Fever are inbounding the ball right now, but Caitlin Clark's got it and she's gone. Sprinting up the floor, the Indiana Fever player right here with a little rub screen right there. That gives Caitlin Clark the angle. Once she's got you on her inside shoulder right here, now it's over. Now I'm going to, again, fake like I'm coming towards the paint, get you leaning towards the paint. Now as you're coming back uphill, whoops, I'm going to reverse back downhill right here and get to the cup for two. This is just ridiculous. You've never seen this in the WNBA before. Arike Ogunbowale, if you're not sprinting up with Caitlin Clark every step of the way, she's going to pull. Look at how deep this three is. So Ogunbowale is just going to walk up as Caitlin Clark's going to step. She's going to be almost at the sideline right here. Ogunbowale is not sprinting up with her. She's jogging. So look at Caitlin Clark. She is almost out of bounds right now. Ogunbowale's jogging up, not sprinting up ready to guard. And Caitlin Clark says, okay, I'll just pull up for three. Caitlin Clark just feasts off these little slips right here from Aaliyah Boston. So Aaliyah Boston's going to fake like she's setting a screen. Once the defender identifies a screen is coming, that's going to get her coming uphill, trying to get over the top of what she thinks is a screen. So as that happens, as you're going uphill, Caitlin Clark's just going to blow by you downhill. Look at the defender seeing a screen coming. Now Aaliyah Boston never sets the screen, she slips it. But that's enough to get the defender getting up and over the top. So as you're coming uphill, she's going downhill right in the paint. This is going to draw a second defender, and it's an easy assist to Kelsey Mitchell. Caitlin Clark is just better than everybody else in the WNBA. The pick and roll with Caitlin Clark is unguardable. Now, we're not going to be in drop coverage. We're not giving up an open three. So now they're bringing a second defender. They're blitzing the pick and roll and trapping. So what does that do? Aaliyah Boston doesn't have to do anything. One step, two defenders go to Caitlin Clark. I'll just stop, pop, two. It's all because Caitlin Clark's drawing two to the ball constantly off of pick and rolls. This is not fair. This is again off of a Dallas Wings make. Caitlin Clark pushing immediately after receiving the inbounds pass. Soon as she sees that defender peeking, so Caitlin Clark's getting downhill. Soon as she sees that second defender peeking towards the ball and not Kelsey Mitchell, boom, now Kelsey Mitchell's going back door and Caitlin Clark's going to perfectly lead her. Look at Caitlin Clark, head up the floor, wait for Ogunbowale to be staring at the ball right here for just a second, perfectly lead Kelsey Mitchell back door, layup, off of a make. There is just no guarding these pick and rolls. If the second defender comes up to trap and prevents Caitlin Clark from taking that jumper, then Aaliyah Boston's just rolling right into wide open space. If you run drop coverage to try and stay with Aaliyah Boston, well, Caitlin Clark's coming off the screen and is open. This is again directly off of a Dallas Wings make. The Fever had to inbound the ball, but Caitlin Clark's receiving this, head up the floor, looking for any mismatch possible. Pushing the ball, head up the floor. Look at this defender right here for Dallas. Jogging back, not sprinting back. And because Caitlin Clark's pushing the ball up the floor, now look at Aaliyah Boston's got her perfectly sealed. Caitlin Clark is going to make a perfect pass. Look at this pass, leading her right to the rim off the seal. So it's just catch and lay it in. Caitlin Clark creates so many wide open opportunities just off her elite basketball IQ. Aaliyah Boston's coming up to set a screen. Caitlin Clark is going to force the defender to lean towards the screen early by backing her down and playing bully ball. Look at her back down the defender and force her to lean towards that screen early. Now, she's going to blow by you the other way right here. Once you're off balance and you're giving her the angle to get in the lane, now I just got to get downhill, continue to have you backpedal, and then it's a step back three. You cannot ever lightly backpedal back on Caitlin Clark in transition right here. That defender, you got to sprint back so you can slide your feet. Look at, because Caitlin Clark's always pushing. Look at, you're lightly backpedaling back. So now Caitlin Clark's got the angle to push going downhill. Once she has you on her inside shoulder, look at that. Because you backpedaled, she's got you on her inside shoulder right now. It's over. Now it's just bully ball as I get downhill into the lane right here. You're not going to be able to stop this. Bully ball two. This is just insane right here. Now Caitlin Clark's going to break the trap right here. They're sending a second defender towards the ball. So look at Caitlin Clark right here. Little in and out dribble, fake like I'm trying to go to the middle of the floor. One little in and out dribble right there gets the defender leaning towards the middle of the floor. Then that's just an easy blow by for two. Caitlin Clark creates open opportunities for herself because of her elite ability to play away from the ball. So here comes a down screen. Watch Caitlin Clark nudge this defender right at the perfect time right here. Little nudge right there. That's going to create a step of space before the screen's even set. That little nudge right there, before she even comes off this down tree, she's created a step right there. So now she's coming off this, she's going to be wide open. It's going to take the defender forever to get over the top of the screen, and she doesn't need that much time. Pull up three again. Dallas Wings have tried everything to guard Caitlin Clark in this game. She's beaten every single one. Again, I can't trap this screen because the screener's going to be rolling into empty space right here. So again, you're forced to run drop coverage right here. And again, you run drop coverage and stay with the roller. Well, Caitlin Clark's coming off this screen. It's going to be wide open. Every time Caitlin Clark's in a pick and roll, someone's wide open. Either herself or the girl rolling. This is Caitlin Clark creating opportunities for herself with her movement away from the ball. They're crowding her at half court. So let's get the defender leaning, fake like we're going back door, only to fly off a handoff right here. Look at Caitlin Clark. Get her leaning one way, come off a handoff. Look at that. She's created 2 steps of space just by her elite off-ball movement. So now she's got the lane. Once I get downhill, the defender's going to end up falling right here, draw a second defender, wide open 3 and an assist. This is just not fair right here. This is Caitlin Clark just being a lot better than every girl that's on the floor right now. They're going to try and come up and trap right here. So Caitlin Clark, as this girl's trying to come up and trap, she's going to turn the corner. Once she turns the corner off this trap right here, now it's over. Now I've got all the space in the world. Now look at that space to split through. So how do we split through? Between the legs, split through both defenders, draw a third defender, create a wide open look.